All right, hey everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay this morning. Get started here. Can you guys let me know if everybody can hear me okay? Knock, how are you, sir? Let's see. Can you guys see my charts? Oh, actually, wait. Maybe it'll tell me. Whoa, we got a wild open this morning here. Let's give it a couple of minutes to calm down, see what we will get out of it. Keith, how are you, sir? And let's see here. Oh God, where is it? Who knew remembering GoToWebinar would be so hard? Can you guys see my charts okay? No, okay, hang on just a sec. No one can see your screen. Ah, here we go. How about now? Okay, good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right. All right, let's see what she's going to give us today here. Right now at this point, looks like we had some downward direction there in the overnights. Looks like we're starting to snap back. That started at around 5:30 or so Mountain Standard Time. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes, let it kind of calm down, let it do its thing, and then we will take it from there. I mean, as far as from what I can see right now, I mean, at this point, or I should say at this point in the day, definitely, an upward bias, but we're still reaching for what looks like to be yesterday's highs. So good. Everybody can see everything. Hopefully everybody's doing well this morning. Eric, is that you, sir?
It is. Oh, did
All
I not
right.
mute
Yeah, I
my
didn't have any
microphone?
issues getting in. I think it all has to do with well, I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to get into it wrong. I don't know. I opened it up early. And by the way, guys, I apologize for earlier. I did not have my microphone muted, and hopefully you were entertained by the conversation I had with my cat. So
Sorry, I missed it.
yeah, no, it's he's a shelter pet. And he came with the name Oliver, but well, I call all my pets meatheads. So yeah, and it's
Avoids
snowing here
confusion.
like you wouldn't believe. And yeah, I'm like, don't go out there or you'll be frozen meat. So all righty. As you guys can see here, I've got everything set up on threes right here. This is my combine account. I'm going to wait a little bit though before I do anything here. I'm going to let it calm down just a little bit here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with letting opening range sort itself out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it calm down. And we're back there up to that center line uh on the SNR. I would really like to give it just a couple of minutes to kind of sort itself out here. See what she's gonna do. Tomorrow's the big day we got to watch out for, as it is FOMC. We'll take a look at that in the morning. I mean, FOMC days, it's I mean, a trading day is a trading day is a trading day, but some days you want to be a little bit more careful than others. Give it a few more minutes here, let it sort itself out, and let's see if it wants to pick a direction here for the day, and we will go from there. How's weather where you're at this time of year, Eric, up there in Canada?
Well, it's obviously it's fall heading into the winter, which in the Pacific Northwest means cooler temperatures and rain. But we had it seems like an early fall. It's been kind of cool and wet since, well, certainly beginning of October, and which is a little abnormal. A lot of times, the rains and the cooler weather don't hit until after Halloween, early November, mid-November.
That's,
But
that's typically how it is here. I mean, to be honest, it's snowing so bad here today. I'm surprised they haven't called school off.
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, pretty bad.
Yeah, our summer was very dry, so nobody's complaining, and we're kind of used to rain in this part of the world anyway. So the standing joke is you can tell the tourists because they're the ones with the umbrellas.
Right, right, right. Oh, let's see, where are we headed here today? I'm gonna wait for the proper transition here. Tell you what, we had some nice solid entries here before the open, but that is one habit I don't want to get into, is trading outside of the room. All right, so it looks like we're starting to pick a direction here. I'm gonna wait, let it do its thing. Wait for a little bit of a reset here. Taking a look here. Well, let's see if we can get a pullback on that guy right there. Plenty of time left in the day. All right, so I've got price on the Eagle trading below my MA there, below the cloud. I think I'll be looking to get short. I'm going to be a little cautious in a sense that, I do have some support down here at this point. There, I've got an entry right there. Okay. Moving too fast. Moving too fast. Dag nabbit. That'll give us another entry. It always does. So one of the things I like to wait for, I mean, I prefer to wait for the pullback before I take the signals. Typically with the hawk, I mean, really, you can do it with any. You 1, 2, 3 bars. Honestly, I like a 2-bar. I like a 2-bar pullback. All right, I'm taking a look at this guy here. I'm going to back her down to 2 on this one. I'll tell you what, if we can get, hey guys, give me just a minute here. I'm going to get my daughter off to school. I'll be right back.
Well, I may as well step in while Ray is looking after his daughter, and well, we're getting that little bit of a move lower.
All right, hey, thanks for that, guys. Thanks for that. All right, let's get busy here. She'll be on her way shortly. All right, I think we've definitely got some transition here. All right, so this is one of the first touches that I'm talking to, that macro line right here. I'm still sitting above support here, though. Let me put some thought into this guy here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look for price to get down here below this recent active low right here, 80, 90, 50. You know what, I'm willing to throw, you know what, I'm going to throw 2 at it.
Order submitted.
So I'm going to throw 2 at it right there. And while I am at it, let's do this. Typically, I'd be looking to do my sell order right up in here at the macro trend line. I mean, like I was talking about yesterday, I mean, if I'm willing to take the signals, I should be willing to sell at this point right here. However, like I said, I've got this support point right here. And, as you can see, we're hemming and hawing right there at that level. And if I fill on this one here, I'll set my profit targets from that point right there. And let's do this. I'm going to hide that one. Hide that one. Not that I have anything to hide. All right, I filled on this one here. Let's go ahead and blow this guy up. I'm going to leave my first profit target exactly where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and take number 2 down to this level right here. And we'll see where we wind up. We will see where we wind up. I'm going to hide that one there so we got a little bit more space. There we go. Okay. Let me ask you this: as far as the P&L that you see, do you guys prefer to see it in dollars or points? I was thinking I would, I like to see mine in dollars, and like I said, this is the main chart that I work off of right here. And I'm going to leave it in points on the other ones. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. I'm sure nobody cares, but come on down, baby. Come on down. I'd like to see a close here somewhere below 88 and a half. Gonna give a little bit of room to breathe here. There we go. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go.
Waiting for Ray to pull out the big guns and start his push.
Push. Yeah, I used to be in a room with a guy. That was his thing. Come on, push. Come on down, sweetie. Bust down for me. Let's bust down. Break down for me. Break down. Break down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on down. Come on down. All right. I'm not dumping down like I like to see. I'm going to tighten her up just a little bit just to kind of mitigate my loss if I take a hit.
It should go.
Come on down, sweetie.
Should be a little more to the downside than that.
You know what? Maybe I will give her a little room to breathe. There we go. Little bit more room to breathe. Yeah, I think I'm going to get KO'd on this one there. I'm out I go. Out I go. Boy, I tell you, it looked like she was pressing pretty hard there to try to get to the downside, but just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. Okie doke. Let's see here.
Okay, well, Ray, it looks like you got everything under
I
control.
do, man.
So,
I'm all set. Thanks for stopping by, Eric.
yeah,
And then you'll Eric will be back in here next week on Monday. Is that right, sir?
yes, sir. I'll talk to everybody then.
Sounds good. All
All
right.
right.
You have a
See you
good day,
guys.
my friend.
Thanks, Ray. You too.
All right. Well, let's give it a little bit of time. Let's let everything line up. And we'll see what's next. Like I said, we got the whole day here. Well, not necessarily the whole day. We got to, there's always going to be another trade. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Give me just a sec here, guys. I'm going to send my kid next door to get picked up and taken to school. I'll be back in just a minute or two, okay? All righty, I am back here, and it looks like we are still wiggling. Watch this sucker take off to the downside. I'll tell you what, I still have a bit of a downward bias. I have a bit of a downward bias on this one right here so far. Now, as far as where we're lining up, I'm going with that, taking a look here at my Eagle, taking a look here at my Raptor, and then, of course, my smaller range, and then my mid-range here on my Falcon and my Hawk. It's still kind of transitional on those guys right there. Let's see. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try 87 and a quarter on this one here, and let's see what I get. Looking here, I can do 87.75. I'll give it one more shot on this. I'm going to give it one more shot. And again, but this one here, I'm just going to go with 2. I'm just going to go with 2. So for some of you guys that were not here yesterday, using my Combine account to do this, and I'm limited to 5 contracts, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what I wanted. Oh, crud. Let me get my stops back up there. How did that happen? We're gonna buy limit 2. There we go.
Order submitted.
There we go. And now I need to fix that up. So I'm using an ATM strategy, and I managed to pull that off of there. I'm just going to leave my stop up there for now. And here, I'm going to blow this up. This is much easier to see when it's bigger. There we go. There we go.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Oh, that's why I like ATM, so I don't have to fiddle with any of this stuff. Oh, let's see. Buy limit 1.
Order submitted.
And here we go. Buy limit one right there. Let me scrunch this guy down. And yeah, I think I got logical profit targets for first and second targets. Let's see how I do on this one here. If I could take it out on this one, I'm gonna take a breather on this, because obviously the market and I are not gelling today if I get nailed twice in a row. I'm going to give this one a little bit of extra room to breathe here. Yeah, I'm going to give her a little extra room to breathe. I don't know. I just have a downward bias on today. Like I said, looking at where I'm at on my Eagle, where I'm at on my Raptor right here. And we'll see. We'll see. All right.
Order filled.
Well, there we have it. And of course, I need to close that one off right there. Not a good start, guys. I'm gonna sit on my hands I'm gonna wait for a move. I gotta wait for a move in a direction. I'm gonna have to wait for a move in a direction. It's got to pop one way or the other. I'm gonna have to sit on my hands for a few. All right, this could possibly be the transition to the upside right here. Sometimes it happens. I mean, in this case, the buyers won. The buyers won. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna sit tight. I mean, it happens. You can have everything line up. I mean, downward bias, downward bias. Same thing here with my Raptor. Everything lines up. We do have that first cross right here. So one of the things I need to be very, very careful of here, because of what I'm trying to do in here with you guys with the combine, that number right there may take me back to a one lot for the rest of the day. Wish I could say the start of the day never happens like this, but you know what? Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. First cross here, we are lining up. We are lining up. Like I said, I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. So did you guys like that yesterday, staying a little bit later? I think that's what I'm gonna shoot for. Trying to stay a little bit later. I know typically Eric, Eric's usually in here, what, about an hour or so. I'd like to try to stay a little bit later. Yeah, this is a tricky son of a gun here this morning. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Did have a nice first cross set up here. We didn't go very far, though. We didn't go very far. Ron, you know what? You might have a point. You might have a point. I mean, this takes its toll on you. It's hard to do. You know, it's hard. I mean, that's why I stepped out a while back. I mean, I had to. I had to. I just needed a break. Nice one here, first touch. Like I said, I'm holding off right now. I'm looking at this number right here, and I'm not necessarily freaked out about it, but you know, I need to be careful. I need to be careful. So, you know, my next decision that I make needs to be a higher probability decision than, you know, what I made back here. So, and thanks, Ron. I appreciate that. Thank you, Keith. Yeah, consumer confidence coming out here at the top of the hour. We could either get a pop or a drop off of that one right there. Generally, I don't pay any attention to the. I mean, not that that's not a big event, because it is. But you know, the news. Yeah, the news is the news. You know, I'm aware of it, but I don't put as much weight on it, say, as, you know, the FOMC tomorrow. Got to make a better decision on the next one. And that's all you can do, is move forward. So it depends on what part of the combine that you're in, Keith. With the bigger, yeah, like this part right here, they don't put as much weight on it. But yeah, no, and Ron, you definitely, tomorrow's going to be one of those days where we'll see what we do. We will see what we do. Did have that nice first cross right here. Didn't go very far. I mean, we had some great signals here, but it just did not push through in any significant direction. But yeah, FOMC is bad news. FOMC is bad news. Let's see what we got here. Da, 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 da. Da, da, 4X factory. There it is. All right. Yeah, consumer confidence right there. We might be experiencing a little of that a little bit early right here. And yeah, typically for combine, they want you to wait a minute until afterwards. Yeah, that looks like the last. Oh, and pending home sales is coming out as well. Typically, they want you to wait a minute, you know, a minute before and a minute after that actual news comes out. So we'll see what we get here. Perfectly good first cross signal right here. I'm going to sit tight, though. I want to get away from this support and resistance line right here. I really need to see some sort of direction before I do anything else. So we were talking yesterday as far as, you know, over trading and things like that. I'm going to wait. I think we're going to see some sort of direction here today. So I'm going to wait around and I'm going to try for one more. But I'll tell you what, honestly, like at this point with this number right here, I'd be okay walking away from that. I would be okay. I would be okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, to me, it's what you can live with. Well, let's see if we got anything for consumer confidence. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? Da 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 da. All right, looks like consumer confidence. Well, it's still higher than what it was previously, despite what was forecast here. Okay, well, we're good there. All right, well, let's see where the rest of the day takes us, folks. Blow these guys up full size here, and we will go from there. Nice setup here right at the report. Same thing here with the Hawk. We had some nice ones. And I'd say, unfortunately, one thing with trading, I had the downward bias over here, and oh, look, I was right. Unfortunately, I'm just not on the train. But that's okay. That's the thing with this business. You can get on the train anytime you like. Yeah, and I think my punishment for my two mistakes, I'm going to back her down to one lot because I've got to watch my risk. Now, a personal rule, and I'm sure you guys all have them. Hopefully you do. If I drop 3 in a row, it's definitely time to stop and just put the simulator on. All right. Here's a little trick I'm going to show you here that I like to do.
Order submitted.
Now this line's going to move down as it travels on. I am going to do a one lot, and I'm just going to follow that line down and see what it fills. 2 reasons I'm going to do that. One, I really like to take either the buys or the sells on the first time touch of that macro trend line. And for me, it helps mitigate risk. It really helps. Let me see what I got below me here. Do I have room? I certainly do. I'll tell you, I'm still not feeling it. I'm still not feeling it. We had that nice move down after that report right there. I'm not going to let it trick me. We all know how finicky it can be. Just don't want to get trapped up again. I mean, I do still have that downward bias. I still have it. So let me ask you guys, what do you guys all do? What do you do when you bomb out? What do you do? I mean, the winning part, that takes care of itself. That's easy. What do you guys do when you bomb out? Do you get up? Do you walk away? Hopefully everybody has limits. Hopefully everybody has a loss limit. You don't want to let it get too far. Dan McDonald, I love that. Dan cries. Good for you, Dan. Yeah, I cry too. It's better than throwing up. Yeah, just wasn't feeling it. And I'll tell you, this number here, I mean, this will affect anybody. All right, here we go. Now it looks like we're actually getting a powerful move. Let me see what's behind me here. Oh, we've had some heavy support in this area for quite some time. Well, not quite some time, but you can see that right there. Let's see what we got here. Pound my fist in my. All right. Got my support point right there. Okay. So I had no interest here on this one here. I mean, I did. No interest on this entry right here because I'm so close to support. I'm gonna try one more of them down here below support. I'm just doing a one lot on this one here. And I'll tell you what, if I bomb out on this one, it is what it is. And I am going to turn on the simulator because I can always come back here tomorrow. And again, remember, tomorrow is the FOMC. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Place that guy there. I'm at 80, 74, 75. We'll see if we get a breakthrough here. Da, 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 da. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Sucks being right, only you're not in it. It's probably one of the hardest parts. Probably one of the hardest parts. It's my short right there. And yeah, I tell you, so like I said, my targets where I had them set, here we are, we're in. Give her a little bit of room to breathe on that one there. I'm not going to give it much. And like I said, if I tank on this one here, I'm going to turn the simulator on. Let's see. So I was prepared to make that trade right there. Logically, that should be my target down right there. It should finish the move down. We'll see what happens. And I am just going to sit on this puppy and let it do its thing. If it tanks, it tanks. Ain't that how it goes on your first day, huh? Ain't that how it goes? Now, what do you do? Yeah, it looks like we're pushing down here towards the lows. Let's see how far she goes. Come on, honey. Give old Ray a good one here. So Dan, what I'm targeting here is I'm targeting my SNR down here below. The stop that I have on this one here is excuse me. I use a 20 tick stop. Nope, that's it. That is it. All right, folks. So here's what we're going to do. Tomorrow I'll start all, no, I'm not going to start all over, but I am going to switch this guy to Sim. I've had 3 in a row. Maybe it's the first day in the room jitters. I don't know. But you know what? I cannot afford to risk anymore. Not today. Not today. So I've definitely reached my loss limit. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch this thing off. So for those of you that don't know how to stop, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. I'll tell you what. Do not treat your simulator as a toy. However, you know, you can use it to, if you want to kind of quench that thirst to trade, if you will. Yeah, typically, Dan, what I do is I start with a 20, and then what I'll do is I will adjust my stops in accordance with what I have here. I like to trade with Floyd, I will take a look at that. Floyd, are you using that indicator on a Renko-based chart or a time-based chart? Not a big fan of the ADX. I mean, I get it though. I mean, I see. So you're using it. No, which one? What bar size? So yeah, I'm at my loss limit for the day. So it is what it is. It is what it. Oh, interesting. Floyd using a 38 tick Renko with an ADX. So yeah, this is the point where, and I'm okay with the ugly red number. I'm okay with it. It happens. It happens. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. And this is where this is where, I mean, keeping that control, this is where, you know, what I was talking about yesterday, this is where it kicks in. You have to be okay with it. You have to be okay. All right, so early transition here and here. If we're looking to get long, I'm not looking to get long on this today at all. I'm not looking to get long on this today at all. So I asked you guys yesterday who's using 7 and who's using 8. For you guys that are using NT8, does it take a while for your charts to load? And I'm not talking forever, but does it take a little bit longer than, you know, say what it would do on 7? Just kind of wanted to pull that one out there and see what you guys have to say. All right, so we do have a first cross here. We're building up. We've got room up here to this SNR line. Now, granted, it's a counter trend trade if you take that one, but it is the first cross. Okay, so you're just using 3 days, Floyd. Okay. Yeah, I'm going back about 31. Okay, okay. Oh, thank you, Floyd. Okay. Yeah, for a minute there, I thought it was new computer time. First cross right here, higher probability trade. But remember, we're going against the current trend according to our Eagle and our Raptor. Now for that entry right there, typically my stop, again, 20 ticks. Once I get some movement, I might tighten that up, and then my first profit target realistically based on this recent active high right here, and then maybe a final target up here right below this SNR line. Yeah, sometimes you'll just have those days where it's tough to get on the right side, and I'm having one. It is what it is. Frankly, I still have the downward bias. I mean, we've been hanging around the highs. I mean, they're breaking through, but it's weak. It's weak. Here's that first touch right there I've talked about. So this would be a counter trend move right here for me to take this one. But like I said, I like this one right here. So typically what I would do if, and there's my signal. So I'm willing to take that signal right there with my first time touch right after that first cross. But like I said before, the simulator is not a toy. It is not a toy. You know, the one thing you got to do with trading, you got to be honest with yourself. And I'll say honestly, with my first day in, I'm a little rattled by my number. I'm a little rattled by my number. That's why I'm just kind of sitting here on my hands, just looking at all my charts. So there's that first touch right there that I talk about. Fairly high probability trade, however, counter trend. You can see it here on your Eagle. You can see it here on the Raptor. And the reason I asked about the charts, Floyd, is I saw you're at the 38 tick Renko with the ADX. I don't want to load anything on here because it usually it stops my charts for about 10 or 15 seconds. So this is the risk we run if you do a counter trend trade. I'm just going to hold off. We'll get another move here this morning. We will get another move. Now, Floyd, when you're doing your 30-day charts, how long is it usually taking? Mine usually takes about 15 seconds, 15 to 20. I just don't want the charts locking up here in the room. And yeah, we should definitely catch up, Floyd. This might be a good day, Floyd. I'm not sure what you're up to here later on this morning. I don't have anything going on. Maybe we'll catch up. Yeah, I've had to take like 5 minutes. I mean, it is what it is. NT8 is, I think it's here to stay. It is what it is. But well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm old, I guess, and changes never make me happy. All right, so we got a little bit of a transition here. Let me drag this puppy over. I'm going to switch that one over to my simulator as well. Oops. That's what I want right there. There we go. Still transitioning. That's my bigger chart. I'll put that guy away. Let's follow this and see what we get. Yeah, you shouldn't get rattled when you trade, but let's just be honest. We're human. We get rattled. We get rattled. Yeah, no, I see your point, Floyd. The 38 tick would be a better one to use because the small one, it will produce a lot of noise. What have we tried here? Once, twice. We've tried like 3 or 4 times here. 3 or 4 times. Hit that support line. Okie dokie. I can see it on the bigger bars here on my Falcon. It looks like we've tried once, twice. If you look at the bigger bars, if you look at your Eagle right here, looks like we've only tried that downside twice. It might be willing to try it again. Might be willing to try that downside again. I'm sitting tight. I want to see something powerful in either direction. Frankly, I don't care. But I want to see something powerful. You pop this guy open right here. There we go. Yeah, here's the highs yesterday. We're beating around, beating around, beating around. Got some strong support right there. Got one there. Forgive me, I'm talking to myself. Let's see what. So I covered this yesterday in regards to how I like to do support and resistance when I freehand it. I stop here, I drop, I break through. We wadded up here, and you can see we've stopped over here. So I think we've got a pretty, solid support and resistance zone right in here. I think if we can drop below, let's just call it, 80, 70, 80, 73 in that range, I think we might have a pretty powerful move to the downside. And that's what I'm going to sit tight for. I'm going to wait. Had some nice trades here today. I'd say, unfortunately, I was on the wrong side of the market. Hopefully, some of you guys in there, and let me know how you're doing in there. Hopefully, you have been on the right side of the market. And as you guys all know, you've been working with Eric long enough. This is not a spoon room. My philosophy on trade rooms is I can be the best trader in the world, and I'll tell you what, the first time I screw something up, you'll never take another one of my trades again. At least that's how I was. Nice, Ron. Right on. Ron's up 4 bones. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. That's what this is really about. Obviously, Ron had a different perspective on the market than I had today, and that's okay. That's okay. And that's the only way you guys are really going to succeed at this anyway, is making your own decisions. So yeah, I have stopped, for those of you joining us late, I have stopped with my combine for the day as I am at my limit. And because I am at my limit and I have a limit, I will live to fight another day. Oh, not yeah, that I think I'm probably I think Ron, I think I know that pre-opener you're talking about. That was a pretty nice move. What do you guys think of that? Maybe getting in here a little bit early. You know, what do you think of getting here maybe at 7:15? Just give me your thoughts on that. Because I'm gonna have a chat with the powers that be about, you know, at least when I'm in here rearranging some of the hours. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things I don't want to pull, I mean, like this is all being recorded. I don't want to pull the, you know, opening up the room before anybody's in here. And I mean, we're not selling results, but I mean, honestly, that's not what this is about. But, you know, I just want this whole thing to be as above board as possible. Yeah, yeah, Aspen, shut it off. Shut it off. If you followed me today and you're having the same crummy day I am, just put your simulator on. Actually, you know, we'll call that, since trading is like alcoholism, we're going to call that, put it in O'Doul's mode, or you could go with the Heineken 0%. Yeah, Floyd, I do the open occasionally too. I do the open occasionally too, and I think I'm going to start getting here a little bit early. I'll have to mind the microphone. Hopefully you didn't hear too much with the conversation with the cat, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna rest on my laurels here for a bit, and I'm here all day. I got nothing going on. I will hang out for a while. Let's see if we can wait for a move here. I mean, it's the biggest part is the patience. But yeah, Aspen, if you this would be a good, you know, actually, you know, if you're bombing today, it's actually a good thing. Switch that sucker over to Sim. Switch it over. Get my rhythmic out here. Yeah, I'm actually I'm a few bucks over. I'm a few bucks over. You know, and this is doing twos. And it is what it is. But you know what? Tomorrow's another day. You know, you turn it around. I'm just using the simulator for today. We'll turn the combine back on tomorrow morning, give it another shot. One thing as far as the rules go for the combine, I am at $1,000 a day loss limit, and I believe it is a $2,000 limit before they just, you got to start over. Yeah, I would just shut that thing off. Yeah, typically my set limit, Aspen, is about 500 bucks. I mean, and it's give or take. It's give or take. I'm not upset about being 140 bucks over. And reason being is that I'll have other losing days. I'll have other losing days where it won't be as much. I'll shut it off even sooner. So, it's give or take. It's give or take a couple of bucks. And when I say a couple of bucks, right in there. But that's the name of the game. Yeah, now it's just him and Han. I forget who it was that made the comment yesterday in regards to FOMC weeks. Sometimes you can experience some of this stuff. And then tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. I'm going to be super careful tomorrow because it is an FOMC day. And I think that's it's noon my time. I think it's 2 o'clock Eastern. Somebody correct me if I am wrong, please. All right, guys. I'll tell you, I've had my butt in this chair for about an hour right now. I'm going to get up for a couple of minutes, stretch my legs here, go out in the cold and breathe some cold air. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Just give me a couple minutes. Righty, I am back. Yeah, that's what I thought, Aspa. I was figuring it was 2 p.m. Eastern. I always like to confirm it because I'm really bad with time and scheduling, and I set it to my time. All right, so we've had a transition here, we've had one here. And let me scrunch this guy down here a little bit. Yeah, same here with our Raptor here and here. Yeah, no, it's always best to mind your own time. Don't base it on me or anybody else for that matter. Floyd makes a pretty valid statement with here. He's noticed for the last several months that on those FOMC days, the day before has been a little wonky. He marks it on his calendar. I'll tell you what, Floyd, perhaps I will mark it on mine as well. You know, I can do that. Yeah, I can add. That's one thing I can do, Aspen. I can definitely add 2 hours. That is a good idea. Start quoting it all out on Eastern Standard Times. All righty. So we're getting a pretty powerful move here to the upside. All right, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Do we see how fast that happened right there? Take a look at your Falcon. We've got some nice green bars all the way up. That is perhaps the power move we are waiting for. Now we're banging into resistance again right here. Well, I was almost willing to take one here above this high. I'm going to give it a shot here above that high.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I'm going to give it a shot. All right, so somebody was asking me about stops and targets. I'm using an ATM strategy, so I've got a 20 right there. Definitely an early adoptive move there, but I think we still have the potential to power out. Let's see, profit targets. I'll move that one out of the way. I'm going to put my first one there for the high, and I'm going to set my second target a few ticks below the center line here for the SNR. We got a pretty umphy move up. Pretty umphy move up here. Definitely have it here. I'm going to see if the buyers have the juice to get it up there. You know, Aspen, I don't get those emails. I don't get them I get other email from them, but not those. Typically for news and stuff like that, I just check Forex Factory. Yeah, no, I think I will. I think I will ask him to set me up. I mean, I know I'm on the list because I get other emails from those guys, but we'll see where we work out on this guy right here. Come on, buyers, jump in there and give me a hand on this one here. I'm not going to widen the stop on this one here. I'm not going to widen it. It's going to leave it right where she sits. She's either going to pop again or she's not. So the motivation behind this particular trade right here is to see the complete transition from this support and resistance line here up to the top. Yep, and there we go. That's going to be the last trade that I make for the day. That is the last one that I'm going to do for the day. It's obvious that I am not on the right side of the market. I made the smart move by switching over to my simulator and stepping out of my combine. And here we go. Let's just watch this go my way. It is what it is. It happens. Everybody has days like this. Unfortunately, mine is today. Yeah, wasn't willing to go any wider on the stop. Sometimes I will adjust my stops, given my profit targets that I'm taking. Like I said yesterday, I don't use ratios. I mean, if you do use a ratio, have at least a 1-to-1, please. But that's kind of what it's based on. It's a ratio mentality. So. Let's see here. Watch it pop. Here it comes. Here it comes, baby. Here it comes. Now we're just going to watch this. We'll just watch it and see what she does. Looks like we're getting a Falcon set up right here. I'm going to pull my digits off of this one right here. One chart with all the stuff on it is enough. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It is what it is. It is what it is. Raptor signal right there. We're just going to watch it from there. Where is it here? Is it properties? No, it's not properties. It is, I think that's the guy I want right there. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to plot it on that one. That, okie dokie. So my thought is this. I think first target right here around 81.01. I think we're definitely going to hit that. And then I think ultimately we're going to wind up back here at somewhere in the range, 81.10-ish. Just my thoughts. We'll see if we get there. So yeah, my plan is for the weeks that I'm in here, definitely stay with you guys a little bit longer. I am going to open things up earlier. Tomorrow I'm going to open her up around 7:15. Now tomorrow, keep in mind, Wednesdays, I have to take my child to school. So I'll be leaving out of here about 8 o'clock, but I'll be back around 8:15. We can see how correct I am here in a bit. Only time will tell. What did I say, 8100-ish? I'll put this here. Let's see if we get there. Yeah, I mean, I'm of the ilk that once I make so many mistakes in a row, it's time to just sit on my hands. All right, so these were my two targets. I got taken out. I mean, my alternative, really, if I wanted to, I could have backed my stop off back here to this small pivot back here. But, you know, given, I tell you, given, you know, just where my day has gone so far, I'm just not willing to, I'm not willing to put that risk out there. Just not willing to do it. That's the thing about it. That's part of the discipline too. I mean, even though we're just using the simulator, like I said, don't use the simulator as a toy because it's not. You know, if you treat it like a toy, you're going to treat your real account that way. You know, my first instinct is, well, crap, I want to win. You know, I'm in a room full of people here. I want to win. I want to show off, you know, and that's not how you do it. That's just not smart. You know, I mean, look, I could have backed it off. Why? I get taken out at 88 3/4. Get out of here, stupid cat. I'll be back in about 5. I need to murder the cat. I could have backed it off. What did I say here? We were at 80. And I just got taken out to the tick. That's really, you know what? It is what it is. 88.75. I could have backed it down here to 86.75. 2 more points, and I'd still be in this trade. But nah, rules are rules. I'm sticking with them. But we'll watch this here. And I'd like to see if I hit my targets. I think I will. As you can see, you can make a lot of right decisions and still get taken out. That was a nice big push up, though. This when you see bars like this here, like we see on our Falcon, or even our Eagle here, pretty strong push up right there. Pretty strong. So at this point here, if I were still in this trade, and like I said, I'm not interested in taking anything else. I mean, it's right now I'm you know, and it's normal. It's normal to get rattled, but the key is know when you're rattled. And if you're rattled, you're going to make a bad decision. So, you know, oh, there it is. There's number 1. So at this point here, honestly, if I were still in this trade, I would be trailing here at my macro line. At a minimum, probably right here below SNR if I wanted to give it room to breathe. Floyd, I didn't strangle my trade. I murdered it. Floyd's got a good point. He's got a good point. Yeah, I was a little tight on that stop, Floyd. I'm not going to argue with anybody there. So it is what it is. And let me pop this guy up here. All right, we're coming down. It looks like we're going to make a first time touch here, the macro line. Do have a small support and resistance point right here. See where we stop and then we drop, bounce. Now, will we bounce here? Who knows? So does everybody get where I'm at as far as the targets go, how I do it? And like, I don't always hit them. Yeah, and I'll tell you, with that power move up, I think it's going to get to this level right here. But I could be all wrong. Good days, bad days. What do you do? My big question. My big question is, are we going to climb back up to those highs that we had yesterday? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, tomorrow morning, guys, I'll start a little bit early. I'll start around 7:15, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, I'll have to dip out of here for just a little bit, but I will be back. And we'll go from there. Yeah, boy, what a tricky day. So at this point right here, we did hit the first target. Had I have stayed in this one here, not choked her out, but I'd be out here. I'd be out here. I would have trailed that macro line. So wouldn't have been a huge winner, but you know, it would have been a lot nicer than what I had to deal with this morning. It is what it is. So I worked in another room. It's probably about 3 years ago, maybe 2. I don't know. It wasn't moderating. Just helping a guy out, and I'll tell you what, you guys are definitely the most well-behaved traders in the business. I got a buddy that's working a room, not moderating, but he monitors, you know, everything that goes on in the room, and you know, he and I talk, and you know, some of the stuff. You guys are just awesome. I appreciate your understanding and your kindness given the day that I have had. So, you know, I'm glad some of you guys are up. I'm glad you're doing good today, because I did not. Once again, here we've got a first cross here on the Hawk, higher probability trade, but looking at what I'm seeing here on my Eagle and on my Raptor, still a transitional trade, would definitely be considered counter trend. Just kind of watching her here. Tell you what, Floyd, you made a good point with the day before FOMC. And tomorrow I'm going to be super careful. I'm just going to warn you right now. I'm going to be super careful. I got a little bit of a hole to dig out of here over the next couple of days, but you know what? That's the thing about trading. You know what? You can do it. It can definitely be done. It can definitely be done. All right, and Ron's pointing out we got to pivot at 80.95. Yeah, I don't use pivots much anymore, Ron. I not that there's anything wrong with them, but you know, for me, it's one or the other, and I lean more on the SNR. I lean more on the SNR. Yeah, you know what? Some guys, I tell you, my thing, Ron, is I'm Ron uses both the SNR and the pivots, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I prefer things to be as clear and as clean as I possibly can have them. So, but interesting though, and everybody's going to use something different. Everybody's going to use something different. So for this guy right here, a counter trend trade, we did get the valid signal right here. Is see how far it goes. I mean, really, I'd say profit targets on counter trend trades are definitely a little bit harder to set. I mean, I try to stay with the trend as much as possible. I mean, really what I'm looking for as far as my setups, I'm looking for everything to line up here. I'm looking for them to line up here on the Raptor. And you know, in this case, so here we're starting to transition down below that line right there. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. All righty. You know, I'll tell you what, guys, I think I'm good for the day here. I'm not going to do anymore. I am not going to do anymore. Aspen, if you have turned off your combine, you know what? Leave it off. Leave it off. Try it out for a day. I don't know. Coffee helps or not. But yeah, I think I'm going to pack her in for the day here, guys. If you guys have any questions, anything like that, you know, on the way, hey, let me know. Let me know. I'm going to hang out here just a couple of more minutes. And then I think I am going to get on with my day. I am not doing any more trading today, whether it's my combine or whether it is the simulation. Like I said, I'm going to keep everything as above board with you guys as I possibly can. Here's a nice first touch right there of that macro line. Typically for these I take with, like in this case, would be a sell limit order. I just don't know that it's going to go anywhere. And I'll tell you, where I'm at right now in my head, you know what? You'd be better off asking the cat. You'd be better off asking the cat. So let's see here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, hopefully everybody's cool with starting a little bit early tomorrow. I will open her up at about 7:10, 7:15. And you know, like I said, I mean, I really would like to stick around until at least, you know, 9:15 every day and see what happens. So hopefully tomorrow I can give you guys a better day than what I gave you today. I mean, unfortunately, you know, we can't always be on the right side of the market all the time. Really, I guess the only person I have to blame for this is myself. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'd like to blame the FOMC tomorrow, but you know, in reality, it's me making the decisions and just on the wrong side today. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, my friends. That being said, I am going to dip on out of here for the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If you guys have let me put my email up there. No, not a problem. Let me throw my email out there so you guys have it. They said Ron is working on getting me a, where the heck do you type the messages in this sucker? Okay, there's the questions. Let's see here, chat. Oh, there we go. I think that's where I put it there. All right. There we go. I'll give you my email here real quick. I'm going to throw that guy out there right there, and you'll see it in the chat window there. And then another one, I don't know if you guys have Skype. My Skype address it's a simple one, and I'm located in Denver. So if you want to send that out there. That's my Skype address right there, and I'm located, like I said, in Denver, Colorado. You know, Floyd, why don't you reach out to me in about 10 minutes? Let me know. Send me a request there, and let's make sure you find me on Skype. Because I'm sure there's probably 20 Raymond Burks, but I used to have a more unique name years ago, but I've decided to keep it simple. Yeah, these are all good entries right here. They're all good. And unfortunately, I tell you, just where we're at in the day, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, let me see if I got that, Ashman. Let me pull my email up here real quick. I haven't checked it yet. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. Let's see. Connect. Yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong email. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I gotta talk to my lawyer today. Let's get rid of that. That. Let's see. Let me find you. I think I got it, Ashvin. I think I did. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Oh, here we are. There's yesterday. Oh, Aspen, I got you right here. I got you right here. All right. And Floyd, I got you too, buddy. Yeah, no, and I definitely want to catch up. Oh, you can't see the message? Hang on a sec, Floyd. You know, let me highlight you here. Floyd, you're here in the U.S. anyway, ain't you? Here, just use this. Actually, no, let me give you my Skype because my headset's out in the car and I don't feel like going in the snow. Hang on just a sec. That's my Skype address right there. Yeah, there we go. And then, of course, you got my email, so we're good. We're good. Cool. Let me pull that guy up there. Where's my requests? Hey, Floyd, drop yours in there real quick. I'm going to look for you. I'm not seeing it here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Let me try you before I get out of here. So did the rest of you guys get my email and all that other stuff? You know, questions, comments, say hello, and good. And you know what? It's, chat sometime. I mean, if I have time, I'll do it. I mean, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be back. Let's see here. Let me find you, Floyd. Hang on just a sec. Is it just the name, or is there a 1 behind it? And then, hey, Floyd, is your Skype icon, does it have a chart on it? There we go. Oh yeah, I bet that's got to be you. Walnut Creek, right? Yeah, no, you should have a request in there right now, buddy. If not, I threw you my phone number in there. You got that. I'll start opening the phone up here more and more as time goes on. So, but yeah, Floyd, give me about 10 or 15 minutes. Give me a shot, and you got it. Right on, right on. Yeah, give me about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm just going to chill out for a few. I will, Floyd will talk to you in a bit. And then, Aspen, do you have a Skype? Do you do the Skype thing? All right, guys. I'm going to wrap her up. Floyd, I'll look to hear from you soon. Aspen, I'll respond to your email. I'll shoot you my Skype addy and all that good stuff. I know you're up there in Canada. But I'll tell you what, I will see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be right around 7:15. You guys have a good day.